Welcome to another episode of Ladies Talking Business. On this show, we break down the concept of business to its simplest form. I am Moremi Akano. Our guest today is a 26-year-old shoemaker. She is the founder of Khair Designs, a shoemaking company she founded 5 years ago in Kano, Nigeria. She is a graduate of biology at Kano State University of Science and Technology. Our guest is Khairat Ibrahim. Hello, Khairat. Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Fine.
Thanks for joining us on the show today. So very quickly, let's go straight into our discussion. Why did you go into shoemaking?
Actually, before I went into shoemaking, I love anything that do with handwork. So I started sewing before shoemaking. I started shoemaking 5 years ago because I was into bag making, and for a person to buy bags, it has to go with shoemaking. And also, I love anything that do with handwork.
Okay.
So I was into sewing, photography, and so many stuff. But shoemaking caught my attention because I think it is my passion.
Okay, you said it caught your attention. Was it because you thought you could make more money from shoemaking?
So it started like a passion.
Okay,
Actually.
for fashion. Okay. So what reactions did you get from people, especially your family, your friends, and people from the north about being a female shoemaker?
My family supported me. They are still supporting me. But people from our side are still surprised. They used to ask, are you really the one making those shoes? I would be like, yes, because they believe that shoemaking is just for male gender, not for female gender. Though it's male dominated work.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what female can make shoes actually. Because up till now I normally get questions like, are you really the one making those shoes? So they are still confused. Let me say surprised.
Interesting. So, Khairat, have you been able to build a team of people, or do you hand make these shoes yourself?
Recently I have like four, not like workers. I have one worker with three that are learning work with me.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's talk about your journey through entrepreneurship. Okay. So it started while you were in school. How has it been? So how did the whole journey start? And basically, how is it till now?
Actually, it started while I was a kid. I used to make some stuff, this thing like tiger knots. I used to take tiger knots to the school, despite the strictness and everything. So I have this passion for anything that I will sell and get money. So it started when I was a kid. So as time goes on, I finished my secondary school, then went to the university. Still, I used to sell some stuff, what do you call this, Africa?
Yeah.
Then down to this, yes, and Ankara and laces. So after I finished my university, I then went and learned how to sew these sheets, do bed and stuff like that with bags. So I was doing those stuff. Then photography caught my attention. So then I went for photography, then some things out of it. So as time goes on, then just shoemaking just got all the attention. And that was 5 years back. I started shoemaking. I just went to a place. I paid. It's in our market actually. I paid certain amount of money. I started learning female shoes. From there, it was like not challenging for me. Then I went to learn male shoes, and from there I went to Abuja, and I learned some things again. So
Okay, so
shoemaking.
between female shoes and male shoes, which would you say is more lucrative in your business?
Male shoes.
Male shoes.
It's more challenging. I even love male shoes personally.
Why is that?
It's more challenging
Okay.
because there are certain I made so many designs that used to come to my head whenever I see leather for male shoes.
Okay. So back to what you were saying earlier, it's obvious you're very handy. You started with tailoring and then photography, and now you're making shoes. So what would you say is the benefit of being handy? I mean, learning those skills that are not necessarily sitting in the classroom and learning about education. So what's the benefit of being handy, learning basic skills or skills like that that can help you?
Actually, it's really helped me because even before I finished my university, I've never thought of, okay, let me just look for a job, let me work or something like that. What came to my mind was, okay, how can I learn this and this so that I can make money out of it, even if I won't make money at that time, but the passion also. So I think it really helped me.
Okay. So you spoke about passion. Passion for you is being handy, making stuff, being crafty. That's your passion.
Yes.
Amazing. More business conversations coming up with our guest right after the break. Thanks for staying with us. You are watching Ladies Talking Business on PlusTvAfrica with our guest, Khairat Ibrahim, founder of Khair Designs. So Khairat, what impact has the current state of the Nigerian economy had on your business?
I want to answer this question because it has been really tough because of the inflation.
Mm-hmm.
So people, like most of my customers, couldn't buy some shoes, many shoes from me because of the inflation and the rise of prices. Because if, so for example, now the shoes that we normally make at certain amount, let's say for 7,000.
Yeah.
So let's make it for 7,000, and the customers that used to buy shoes from us at that rate are not like happy about that. So it's really I can't say I don't know what to say. It's really,
So has it reduced the number of customers that would normally buy from you?
it's really reduced seriously.
But how do you get your materials? Do you import them or do you source locally?
Both.
Okay.
I normally source locally, but I do import some materials from, especially through certain apps.
Okay.
Look, I normally come from our market and I buy maybe from Abuja, Lagos, Kaduna, and so on.
Okay, Khairat, you've been in business for 5 years. Tell me about some of the lessons you have learned in business. Like some things you just knew that if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't have learned this. Can you give us some examples?
At first, when I started my business, it was just like a passion to me, not for making money. So I don't record anytime start doing sales or anything. So as time goes on, people normally ask me, okay, how much do you make in a month? I'll just be looking at them like, I don't know. So first, that part, it really helped me. Like, as time goes on, I know that okay, you have to record some certain things. You have to record all your things because you might get investment from an investor or investing company. They might want to invest, but if you don't have that record of your sales or anything that you do
Yeah.
on buying and selling, it won't be pleasing, and they might not see you as someone that is serious about her business. And also, I took my business before as just something that I can just wake up now, do it, go back to sleep. That's all. So as time goes on, I think I started learning that okay, you can make certain things, you can have ideas and sell that idea to your customers. So I really learned that, and also I was kind of lazy. That's why I am handy. I was lazy when it's reading about business, because I thought business is just about making the work I do, like making shoes, maybe sewing, that's all. So I was lazy when it comes to reading about business, going to summits and connecting, networking with people. So,
Interesting, Khairat. So you've told us about some of the lessons you've learned from running your business. How about you tell us about some of the challenges you faced, especially as a female entrepreneur in the North?
I'm still facing, actually.
What?
I'm still facing challenges because now some people don't buy products from you. They don't buy your products that they think that you are not the one making them. But because I'm a female, feel like you're not the one making them, or they will buy them because I'm a female, not because the shoes are good. So I think the challenge, and also lack of materials, certain machines and engines, because it's a small business. And also, the big challenge is interacting with those people, my colleagues, male colleagues in the market. So whenever I go to the market, they will be like, okay, what are you even doing? Making something like tangible or something good, and people are giving you this attention or something. That was a challenge to me. But apart from that, machines and certain materials, I think I don't have any challenge.
Okay. Well, I know that most entrepreneurs usually complain about having staffing challenge. Have you ever had to deal with maybe not having the right staff or your staff members misbehaving?
I don't have much staff. I have one staff, then I have two people as teachers. So I do make shoes by my hand, me and that stuff. So I don't have problem. I'm doing answering all my customers.
Okay, just out of curiosity, if you had to choose a big name in Nigeria to make a shoe for, maybe male or female, who would you want to make a pair of shoes for? I said if you had to choose in Nigeria choose one big name that you'd like to make a pair of shoes for, who would you like that to be?
Dangote.
Huh?
Aliko Dangote.
Ah. Interesting. Well, keep the hope alive. It may come through someday.
Thank you.
Okay. We will go on a short break now. Please stay with us. I'm still here with Khairat Ibrahim, founder of Khair Designs. Hi, Khairat.
Hi.
So where did the Khair Designs name come from?
From my name.
Okay.
Khair Designs.
Oh, okay. All right. So how do you get inspiration for your shoe designs?
Can I say from God? Because whenever I sleep, I normally sleep halfway because some customers normally bring their designs for me to make.
Oh, interesting. So which would you prefer? Because I know some people may find it hard actually making a customer's model that they want. They would rather make what they have in their head. But for you, which one comes easier?
Both.
Both. You're very creative. Well done. Okay, so what is your advice for other young entrepreneurs running a business in Nigeria today? What words do you have for them?
Okay, I think they don't have, okay, you said for young.
Well, young and general entrepreneurs, especially female.
Procrastination should not be part of their business because it's really just business and laziness.
Okay.
Also, you have to step outside the box, network with people, meet new people, and seek advice from people that are in the game for long.
Okay. So what keeps you going as Khairat? What keeps you going? Because I'm sure there are times that you wake up in the morning and you're like, you know what, I'm not doing anything today, or I quit. But what keeps you going?
My mom.
Your mom?
That's her words of encouragement, because there are many times that I will just wait. I will cry. I'm tired. When will I be where I want to be? But her words of encouragement, like, no, don't give up. You have time, you can make it. So things like her words of encouragement is the one that is keeping me going.
Interesting. So very quickly, what are your dreams for your brand? So do you think that in another 3 to 5, 6, 7 years you will drop it and maybe pick something else, or do you actually intend to see it through completely?
I can't drop shoemaking. I think maybe I'll broaden I want to broaden the brand.
Okay.
So that I can more things, like more creative things, like crocheting and so on. But shoemaking, I don't think shoemaking.
So would you say that you have gotten to that peak in the shoemaking world that you can do almost anything when it comes to shoemaking? Or do you keep advancing in terms of learning to get better? Or how does it work for you?
No, I keep advancing. I don't think you reach a peak, because wherever that you reach, there are people that have reached that place before you. So I think I would like to advance, meet more people that are in the game before me.
Okay, so how have you been able to, you're far away in Kano, but what strategies have you put in place to project your brand to the whole of Nigeria?
Okay. Normally through social media, you place an order and your order will be sent in like 4 to 5 days, depending on what you ordered.
Amazing, Khaira. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and we wish you all the very best. Thanks for watching this episode of Ladies Talking Business. Do join us this same time next week for another episode. And don't forget to follow us on PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle on YouTube to catch up with our programs. I am Moremi Akano. Bye for now.